Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Jolene and I'm the author of the Glorium Sea series, the Moonrise Beach series, and the new Heartbreaker series. So I'm going to be doing a different video today. I have been doing some Hobonichi Cousin Plan With Me videos, and you guys may have already seen me put down this kit. This is a kit from my shop called A Scandalous Affair. It's one of the Hobonichi Cousin weekly kits in my shop. And I have already kind of set up my weekly in my cousin. Now this is kind of like my forward planning and also project planning planner. So that is what I've already done. So if you guys want to see me lay down those stickers, then watch that video. But I do have the two sheets here that I use, which still has some extra stickers, and those are the stickers that I'm actually going to be using in my everyday carry. So my everyday carry currently is in a Auristelle cover. These are actually both Auristelle covers from the Arie line. So this one is in the A6 size. I am using an A6 Hobonichi in here. This is the English version, so it's a full year in one little book. And this cover is called Cake and Sprinkles, and then this brown one that I have moved into is called the Classic Brown one. I'm using both of these at the moment together, and I do have a video up on my A6 Hobonichi. I think it might have been in a different cover, I can't remember. No, I think it is in this cover, but I have kind of switched things up already. I have added this clear cover on it, and I put a Hello Petite paper card on here, and then I did change up a few other things, but I think I will talk about that in another video. Today I do want to set up my daily pages, so I'm using this as a daily planner, so I can show you a flip through. Today is the 28th, the last day of February, so this is how I've been kind of utilizing this planner. I have a timed schedule on one side, a to-do list on the other, and then I have like some notes here at the bottom. So that is how I've been utilizing it. So I'm actually going to be setting up the week of March 6th to the 12th using the leftovers from the Scandalous Affair kit. So this is a Hobonichi Cousin kit that I'm actually using here in an A6 size, and what's great about this particular planner is that you can use a vertical weekly kit. That's what I've been actually using here. All the boxes will fit in here, so you can see that this is a full box, and what I typically do is I run a line down the center here, so I have two sections, and these 1.5 boxes will still fit. So let me show you a different example. So you can see like one of these boxes fit on here, and you can use a checklist on this side. So you can actually have the two columns perfectly like this. Now with the Hobonichi Cousin, it's 1.3, so it's a little bit more narrow. So this will still work in here. But I also have journaling kits like these in my shop. This one is called Spring Breeze. This is actually one of the newest releases that is coming out. I'll probably be using this one soon, but these journaling kits can work in any planner because it doesn't really have like a specific measurement to it. So maybe next week I will use one of the journaling kits in here to show you how that looks like. But I thought that I would do a plan with me in my A6 because I have been getting quite a lot of requests to show this planner, kind of go into how I have been utilizing it. So let's get started. I am going to be splitting up the page. I'm also going to be whiting out these this 12-hour mark and then the meal icon, because I do use these foiled date strips. These are from Rose Colored Days. I got them in a grab bag, so I don't think she does them anymore. I actually purchased some more overlays from Rose Colored Days yesterday, but I checked and she doesn't have these particular ones anymore. So I'm not sure where you can get them anymore, but I think Auristelle has some timed washi that you can use, or you can write it in yourself. If you guys are interested in me creating some clear timed stickers, I can definitely do that too, so that they fit within this planner. So let me know if that is something that you would be interested in. I can make them available on transparent matte sticker paper, so it won't bulk up your Hobonichi that much. So if that is something that you would like to see in the shop, let me know. But for the moment, because I have quite a few of these little rolls of foiled time strips, I'm gonna go ahead and use the ones from Rose Colored Days today. And I have 3 different foils. I have silver hollow, like a light gold, and then also rose gold. And because of the kit I'm using, I think I'm gonna go with gold today just because I feel like it matches the best. So all I've done is just erased those little marks here on the side, which I'm not going to be using. Sometimes I will go ahead and just like write it in. I think I have a few days where I did that. So like over here, but I just don't like the look as much. I feel like it looks cleaner with this one, and I can have the half-hour mark in this planner as well because it does have it on this washi. So these are individually perforated, so they're very easy to work with. You may need to be a little careful when using them, but I absolutely love these. I think they're so great. So the time that I'm going to be putting down on mine is 8 to 6. So that's 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now I actually do get up earlier than 8. But for the sake of this everyday carry, I don't necessarily need to mark down that I am still sleeping or that I'm doing my morning routine, for example, in this planner. I do have another daily planner that I'm using in the A5 size. It's from Erin Condren and it's called the Daily Duo. So that one goes into more detail with my daily scheduling and my to-do list. I don't show that planner all too often, but I have done some previous Plan With Me videos in it. I also have a flip through, which I did like at the end of the book. So if you guys are curious to see how I use 2 daily planners, one on the go and one that stays at home, you can check that video out. But I don't show that one because it has more personal information in it. So I do some journaling in there. I also have like finance information, so like my bills and spending tracker is in there as well. So that one stays at home. I don't really need it on the go. Whereas this one I do take around with me. This stays in my purse and I do keep it updated. Now there is going to be times when I have information that is duplicated in this planner, and that's totally fine by me. The whole point of having an everyday carry was to have a more portable version of my daily planner. I just don't see myself carrying around an A5 Daily Duo with me every single day. I need something smaller than that, and this planner that I'm trying out this year has really fit the bill. I really like it. If you guys watch my other videos, you may know that I'm also trying out the Pocket Moleskine Daily Planner at the same time as this. It is also a timed daily page, but I feel like I'm gravitating towards the Hobonichi a little more just because it is paper that I'm familiar with, because it is Tomoe River paper, and I like the size better. I like the A6 because, like I mentioned, I am able to fit 2 columns in here comfortably. I'm not trying to squish things in, and I feel like it's a little bit more organized. I like also that I'm able to use whatever stickers and fountain pens and gel pens that I want in here. That is why I'm gravitating towards this one over the Moleskine. One of the reasons why I'm also struggling with the Moleskine is just because it's a smaller pocket size. The A6 size is one of my favorite sizes, so this does have the advantage, whereas the pocket size, I feel like sometimes I'm not able to fit everything that I need to in that smaller size. Now granted, this planner is small too, so there are times when I don't have enough space in this planner to mark things down, but I can move that into my Daily Duo. So I just use this pen. This is just a black pen. I'm not even sure what this is called. It's a blend pen. So it has red and black ink and then a pencil. So I just use a black ink to create a line down the center. I kind of use this mark up here, this last line, to act as my guide, and that allows me to have 2 sections here. So now I have my time section on one side, and I'm gonna set up a to-do list on here. Now when it comes to my dailies, I like to have a daily that's very structured, which is why I don't use the Hobonichi Cousin anymore as a daily. You guys know that it does have a timeline there. However, it does have a lot of other blank space, which I don't really like. What I liked about the Erin Condren is that it has a very structured page. So you do have that timeline. You have a built-in checklist as well. So if you don't have stickers, and if you don't have time to put down your stickers to set it up, you can still use it. It's very functional in that regard. So that was what kind of drew me into that. Because honestly, there are times when I just don't have time to set up my planner. I don't have time to put stickers down, and so I need something that already has everything kind of set up for me, so I can go in, write whatever I need to do, and maybe if I have time I can go back in and add those stickers in. So I'm gonna go ahead and add all of these checklists down. Now, like I said, these are leftovers from my weekly spread in my Hobonichi Cousin, and I'm just using the headers once again just to top them off. Now, because I used some of them in the other spread, I don't have enough for all 7 days, so I'm gonna have to switch it up, I think, on the weekend, which is fine. I tend to consider the weekend different than the weekdays. So for example, I don't write or work on my books on the weekends typically. I work in my studio or in my shop, so by having a different header, it can kind of signify that. So this time I am going to go for goals and important. So we'll go for important on the Saturday and the goals on Sunday. So that actually finishes up most of my checklist. I have one left over, so if I want to use it on another day, I can. But I like having a daily checklist on one side of my daily because I like to have a top 3. So you'll see in my previous spreads, I have always like a section here where I have like my top 3 things to do. So sometimes I just use like a banner like this, a page flag, to mark it in. In this case, I have a longer one, so that's perfect. But I want to have my top 3 things to do, and then any other extra tasks that I may need to complete that day. And then also for this planner, I like to know what events I have. So for this week, I actually have 3 events. One is on Monday, and then on Tuesday, I actually have 2. So let's go ahead and mark those 2 down. In the past, I have been kind of marking them up here in this blank area. So that's why I also prefer the A6 English version over the Japanese, because you get a bigger grid and it's a little bit more cleaner in this area. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark down that I have a renewal, and then I do have to renew and schedule on this day. So that's one of my top 3 things. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that in right away. I'm also going to mark in that we have new releases this day. So I'm going to grab another one here, and I will write new release for the shop. So I'm going to mark down here that I need to upload to Etsy and Shopify. So that's another one of my top 3 to-do lists. And then lastly, I want to send out a newsletter. So those are my top 3 tasks for that particular day. I will be also adding any extra tasks here and filling in my schedule. Also on Monday, I will be going to the post office to ship out orders. So I go after lunch, and then typically after that I do shopping. This day I'm also going to be writing, so I'm gonna have a little place marker here where I can write down my word count for the day. So I have been keeping track of that in a box. So every day that I write, I keep track of that. So I'm gonna continue on. Here on Tuesday, I have 2 events. So it might be a better idea to use like a larger box for that. So I'm actually gonna pop it down here so that we have a little bit more room. So again, I have 2 books on sale, Origin and Close to You. And then I have In My Dreams renewal to do. So again, I'm gonna fill in my top 3, which is to renew and schedule. I also need to do some promo for this book sale and send out a newsletter. And again, I am going to have a little placeholder here just to mark down what my word count is for the day. And then I'm also going to mark down that I need to film. So those are my to-dos for that day. Let's move now on to Wednesday. So Wednesday, I just have editing to do, and I'm hoping to go to visit my mom. So that is another thing I want to add. I'm also going to be adding my little placeholder there for my word count. Let's actually go ahead and do that for Thursday and Friday too. Like I said, I don't write on Saturday or Sunday. I just give myself that break to work on the shop so I can pack up orders. But on Friday, I do have another new release. So let's grab another box here to mark that down at 9. And then again, I'm going to mark down if I uploaded it to Etsy or Shopify. Saturday, I also want to film and edit a memory plan with me. And then Sunday is devoted to packing up orders and preparing the listings for the following release, which is on Monday. So most of these other stickers and the timeline do get filled in on the actual morning. So this is the most pre-planning that I would do before the day actually happens. So as you guys can see, now there's not much left of the kit. I'm able to save these and use them throughout the week if I need to. I typically use the bow icons from my shop to kind of signify certain things, and then I will add a little bit of deco as well if I have some. But in terms of pre-planning, this is what I like to do just to set up my daily pages. So now I have something on the go when I'm out and about and I need to schedule something in. I can glance back here and see what I have going on. So that is my pre-plan for this week. So now you guys can see how I use one kit in 2 planners. So I have my weekly outlook and also now my on the go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will leave a link to my shop down below where you guys can pick up this kit. Once again, it's called A Scandalous Affair. So if you guys are interested in picking it up, you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off. But that is my little plan with me for my little A6 planner. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.